Alright, so everybody, today we're not working on the Miata or anything like that. We're actually going to introduce a entirely new vehicle that we're adding to the fleet. Now, it's not actually my car. It's his. Yep. He's finally getting a car. Still doesn't have his license yet. We're working on that. But it's a project. Now, real quick, we're gonna do a little rundown of the car before showing you. You paid $300.
$300.
It is a salvage title car, which kind of sucks. It's very rough, but it has potential. And the current things wrong with it is it misfires a little bit, but one of the spark plugs we couldn't get out, so we need to look into that. It needs 2 new axles because they're pretty much blown. And the suspension is soft, like very soft. And then it just needs interior work here and there. So what, am I gonna show them the car without you?
I mean,
What's happening? Because I'm about to turn this camera and they're about to see it.
Hey, guess the color right now. Yes. Never mind.
It's a generic black color. They're all going to see the video. I just brought the camera way too close to my face and I covered it. Yeah, it's rough around the edges, just like my car. That seems to be our thing, is just buying rough cars and slowly working them up. So it's an Infiniti G20. It's a 2002. So am I just going to give him the walk around without you? Where are you going?
I'm going to get some. Hey.
Oh, yeah, he really wants to wash it before looking at it. I say fuck washing it because it's a little rough. You want to pop the hood? That's about to be the thumbnail. I hope you know that. Just like my car, his does this. And now he's mad about it, so I have a feeling he's going to stop doing it to my car. Alright. Unlike my car, his doesn't have anything, and then his hood's fucking heavy compared to mine. So, a lot of you may recognize this maybe more from the front. It is an SR. So this is a SR20DE. That's it.
I might rip this shit.
Yeah, I think this is what's causing the throttle to be stiff. Because right here, it's really loose and easy to turn. So this is like 140 horsepower, naturally aspirated. It's a pretty dink motor, to be honest. I'm sure there's people who put DET heads on it or something like that, and they're cool. He's already looked into engine swaps for way later on down the line. For now, we're just gonna work with the DE. There's the DET that you guys would be familiar with, but there's also an engine I didn't know. I believe it's DV? Yeah. And it has what's the word I'm trying to think? VVT on the intake cam. And it makes like 189 horsepower-ish. And we both think that's pretty cool. A DET, I don't know how I feel about a DET. The DET is a lot more expensive too. But yeah, this is like 140 horsepower. It runs pretty rough. We replaced this spark plug, and that one. This one we cannot get to come out. Here, I'll hold the hood. So otherwise, it's completely stock. The car is completely stock. It has a head unit in it, but it's a pretty crummy head unit. So I think it's just old. It's not crummy. It's aftermarket. It's good for its time, but now it's old.
I'll fill up water.
Fill it up with water. Another problem is, sorry, I had to drop your head. The salvage titleness came from, I believe, we're thinking it's a rear end collision because this trunk doesn't stay latch closed. It doesn't fly open because it weighs like 800 pounds. But this is fine. This is not. You can look at this and know it's all out of place. So we may look into fixing this and getting all that. You can probably... Sorry, I'm trying to take a look. I don't know if this piece bolts in or screws in. I'm pretty sure, or not screws, it's welded in. But it's a very replaceable part. It's not structurally part of the car like that, like a frame rail or something. So this is easily replaceable. So we can end up getting this fixed. The previous owner said they got it latched before, but when they did, they had a hard time getting it unlatched. So for now, we're just gonna leave it how it is. Like I said, this thing weighs like 150,000 pounds, so it's not going anywhere. Let's take a look on the inside. The car overall isn't bad. Like the condition back here is good. The seat needs to be put back in place all the way, and the seat belt needs to be pulled out, the buckle. The carpets are pretty stained and dirty where they're exposed, but That's something that's not too big of a problem. We just found this earlier in the trunk. You probably saw it. Driver's seat destroyed. Passenger seat pretty good. I don't know if you want to just find a replacement driver's seat first or just go straight to a bucket seat. That's up to you. There's that situation. The AC works. It's not very cold. They say it is, but I don't remember how they explained how to get it to work. Doors are in pretty good shape. The car is not too bad. Also, that speaker cover's in the trunk too. So the car is not too bad. It is an automatic. He does want to convert to stick eventually. I don't care about automatics, to be honest. The horn works, which is a first. My truck didn't have a horn. My car doesn't have a horn. What else is there?
Dash?
Yeah, the dash is like destroyed. Arizona did its Arizona thing, and the windshield's cracked. So it's a little bit of a project, but for 300 bucks, he got a running and driving car. It does suck that it's salvage title, but if he really wants a really clean one, he could end up just buying a really clean one. I'm probably gonna end up buying a G20. I don't care if it's an automatic or manual. I'm probably gonna go automatic so my girlfriend can drive it. But hey, this thing got heated seats. It does.
It's electric.
Yeah, it has an electric seat. I know that, but it has heated seats.
Really?
Yeah, this needs to be cleaned out. The switch feels like gummy, but it's got heated seats. Oh god, that one yours barely moves. There you go. We'll work some of the gunk out. So I guess for now, I'll come back if we get the front of the car in the air and we look at the axles. He already knows where he's gonna get the axles from, and then from there, it's probably gonna be axles. What else are we gonna do? The axles needed to be replaced. Figure out that spark plug issue. Fix a couple vacuum leaks because like the intake manifold is cracked. Or not the intake manifold, the tube that connects to the intake manifold is cracked. So I don't know what you wanted to work on. After that, for me, I'm thinking axles and then probably tires.
Doesn't matter.
Axles and then probably tires. Oh, it has a sunroof, but I heard, what is it? The motor doesn't work sometimes? You want to try it?
Fucking, we just.
Oh yeah, does it have a hand crank?
Yeah, well, not. I don't feel like using my nails.
Let's work together. Yeah.
Wait, what?
I don't know. You want to try the sunroof? See what happens. You got the key. Also, your key looks exactly like mine. just a key. Nothing's fancy about it. You don't gotta start the car yet. Just.
Probably needs help.
All right, so it works.
Yeah, you just close. Wait, close. That's just a speaker.
Wait, do it again? They didn't put no speaker covers. Yo, I think that's the antenna motor. Yeah, bro, that's the antenna motor. It has like a motorized antenna. I don't know, we can remove that because you can get little stubby antennas. So do you want to just wash this car up and then get it in the air?
Sure, maybe.
No, we'll just give it a quick rundown. Just get the bird turd off, you know.
Get all those sound clips, I guess. I don't know.
Sound clip.
All its stockness, secret.
Oh yeah, I did.
All its stockness, man.
Fire it up, dude.
What? Hit it, dude.
Yeah, give me some. It's not bad, but it's not great. It could be better. We'll work on that. Oh, another news. I did get a manifold, an upgraded manifold for my car. My catalytic converter is shot. If you guys follow me on Instagram, which you should, I'll put it down below in the description. I'll also put yours, which you need to change yours, because yours is, honestly, it's cancer to use. Your Instagram name.
Oh,
Yeah, no, you're gonna have to. It's gotta be something that relates to your car. That's what car guys do. Mine relates to my YouTube channel.
That guy in a Jeep.
I'm gonna call you G-Man. That's it. You're G-Man. All right. So I'll put both of our Instagrams down below so you can follow him. Also, his favorite part, mine too, is the taillights. They're like the Honda 5050s.
Oh, I tell you, you did the pool.
Oh my God! So when we first test drove the car, you could not give it full throttle. It will bog. It will die. And driving just like right before we pulled into the neighborhood, I fucked around and I gave it full throttle, and it did a pull. It kind of it revved up good, then it kind of died and came back. And so it's gonna need some help. I think it's some with the CVs. They feel like they're gonna blow up. I asked if when he buys new CVs, if I could take it out front and try to launch it and blow these axles to pieces, but he said no. So I hope I could. Yeah, that's leaking all over the bottom. You overfilled it, stupid. Just dump water. Just dump it. So he's gonna end up ordering new axles. When do you think you're gonna order axles? How long do you think it's gonna take? Like a week, 2 weeks?
Yeah, about 2 weeks.
All right, so this car will be up and going pretty quickly. So yeah, once he gets axles and stuff, we'll end up getting the car working pretty good. Then we can do a more in-depth driving. Damn, cuz, why are you gonna say that after you dump the water? You made a big bubble, by the way, look. So once you get the car working, we'll give you a more in-depth look at the car, driving at least. And afterwards, after the CVs, yeah, it's pretty much you can start modifying straight from there, can't you?
Yep.
So we're probably gonna get tires, because these are like used tires. They got them from just probably some Mexican dudes, honestly. We're selling used tires. So we'll probably put tires, paint the wheels black is what we're thinking. I kind of like the silver though. Who knows, we may touch them up in silver. And then after that, coilovers, they're a little too expensive for him. He only works a part-time job, so you guys are gonna not expect haggard jankiness, but probably not just like coilovers, expensive tires, stuff like that, full race exhaust, stuff like that. It's gonna be a lot of cheaper options, but we're still gonna do, oh, I don't wanna point the camera. We're still gonna do the best we can to make it work and make it nice. Like for now, we agreed, the wheels don't look bad. They look pretty good. It just needs probably a slightly slimmer tire. I'm not saying a rubber band tire, but what size are these? These are these are sun cracked too. These are a 165. I can't even see. That's so in the dark and shit. Oh, they're 65. 195, 65 R15. Hey, I think 205s would fit on here. They probably will. You probably get the same size I do. 205, 50, 15s. I've already done some research. It's a 4x114.3 bolt pattern, so my wheels won't fit. Oh, mine will, because I have the universal fit. So we could test fit my wheels on here one day. See what they look like. Stuff like that. Anyways, I'll come back when we get the car more situated and just more show ready. And probably look under the car and see what it looks like down there. I want to help out instead of looking lazy. You're going to need wiper blades and headlights.
Yeah.
So we'll see you guys in just a second after you get the car more together. All right, everybody. So we're back, and I'm in the trunk. It's actually pretty big and reasonably comfortable too. I give it a solid like 8 out of 10. Pretty nice trunk, other than that stupid latch. So we looked at the CVs. They're pretty destroyed. Beyond rebuilding, honestly, it'd just be best to replace them. I was telling him that he should buy the CV axles. Instead of doing coilovers, we're going to do adjustable dampening shocks and lowering springs. So buy those and buy inner and outer tie rods and just replace them all together. Especially because right now he doesn't have his license anyway, so it just makes sense to acquire parts and then install them all in one go. But if he does decide, if he does decide that he wants to drive the car now, he gets his license and decides he wants to drive it now, we could just slap in the CVs and carry on. Let me put this sick dance montage on there. All right, anyways, I'm gonna get out the trunk. Here you go. You can record the process. I'm sure it'll be hilarious. I'm not losing a fucking finger. It's heavy, dude. It is a heavy trunk. So far, I've already looked into buying myself a G20. So I'm gonna tell you guys a funny story. I'm gonna fix your seat. I'm gonna tell you guys a funny story. About a year and a half ago, I told him he should buy a G20. And when I showed him what car it was, he was like, nah, good, nah. And now a year and a half later, he owns a G20. And back then, I couldn't find any G20s for a decent price. They have like, here's what was sound ending. Back then, I couldn't find a G20 for a decent price, but nowadays, they go for like $1,500 all day long. There's one guy who wants like $2,700, but it's lowered, it has wheels, it's tinted, it has a brand new clutch in it. I'm not gonna buy that one. I'm gonna end up getting an automatic just like he has, because my girlfriend needs a car to drive too. This does not. Whatever, see what's going right there. There you go. My girlfriend needs a car to drive too, so we probably end up letting her drive that. So anyways, that's his new car. Expect to see some content on it. Let's talk about the Miata real quick. It was having some weird issues from the transmission, and so me and him pulled it out. Transmission was okay. The pilot bearing was going bad, which kind of sucks, but it would have been fine for a while. But the catalytic converter on the car was completely falling apart. There was like rock-sized chunks of catalytic converter material, whatever you want to call it, element. Let's see if there's still chunks over here. I don't see any. Anyway, so I got a like long tube manifold, if you want to call it that. Got a race exhaust. It's a 42-to-1 design, kind of the standard Miata header. Plus a test pipe to replace the cat for now. I don't want to run without a test pipe because it's probably going to make it sound really raspy and crappy, but the manifold may change that. But the main thing is it'll just be really loud. And I like my cars loud, but I also like them not to be too loud, like ignorantly loud.
I know you holler at me.
So anyways, I just have to wait. I ordered a manifold gasket from AutoZone. I was about to say Amazon. From AutoZone. And they told me...
do something really funny just for a split second.
We're not taking the muffler off.
Come on.
It's gonna sound like ass.
I don't care.
It's gonna sound like
care.
you could do it. I'm not having any part of this. I'll rev it though. They told me it'd be there by 1. I called by like 1:45, and they were like, "Oh, it'll be here at 4." I called it like 5:30, and they're like, "Oh, it's not here. Something went wrong." And so I have to wait. I tried checking today. They said it could have been in today. It's not. So I'm gonna have to wait until Tuesday or the 1st of next month. I just kind of timed the video. Today is Sunday. So I'm gonna have to wait 2 more days to install my exhaust. Like I said earlier, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that there. I don't post a lot. I've been posting a lot more lately, just keeping up with the current status of the car. And like I said, I'm gonna try to put his and mine, my Instagram, in the description so you guys can check them out. There's probably gonna be new posts about his as soon as this video goes up. But yeah, we just took a walk around the car. There's shit we need to replace. We know, like when it got hit, this fuel cover got destroyed, but this car's gonna be a process just like mine. But eventually, we'll probably end up having a track battle. It's kind of hard to pit our cars as rivals because they're two totally different cars. It is a 4-door sedan that's front-wheel drive. Mine's a 2-door sports car that's rear-wheel drive. The only similarities are they both have naturally aspirated dual overhead cam engines that are pretty weak in their stock form. But other than that, there's no comparison between these cars. His is practical, mine isn't. His is wrecked, mine isn't. So anyways, we'll see you guys next time. I don't know when that will be. Probably Tuesday-ish. I don't know. I started a new job recently. It seems like I'm always starting new jobs, but this one pays a lot more. So I don't exactly have my schedule. So it's hard to set up a schedule for you guys when I don't know when I'm not working. So we'll see you guys next time, when we're probably going to end up working on the Miata first while he gets money to buy more parts for this. So we'll see you guys then, and we'll keep you updated on our social medias. Am I right?
Yeah.
All right. We'll catch you guys later. Peace. So before I end this video, our inner ricer came out. We took the muffler off. Here, take it.
Yeah, let him do it. Look at my baby. Damn!
I thought it was gonna sound terrible because it didn't sound that great with the muffler on. For a second, I didn't think it had one, but it's there. We didn't take it all the way off because we thought it was going back on.
You ready?
Yeah, give us some. All right, there's neighbors.
Fuck 'em.
Smells a little gassy. All right, this time we're out for real. Peace.